Hi there guys and welcome to another Train Sim 2018 video. Today we are doing a route that I didn't know existed, even though it's been out by the looks of it since about 2016. This is the Wigan to Southport line. Sorry, I keep wanting to say Stockport. Hello driver, tonight you're operating 2 Lima 73, the 2007 service here at Wigan Walgate to Southport, calling at Gathurst, Apley Bridge, Parbold, Burscough Bridge, Mells Cop and Southport. Over the doors boarding. Set the train up for departure. Sorry for completely saying every single station there wrong. For those of you that live on that line, I do apologise. I don't remember if it's right or left. No, that's right. And then I want me marker lights on. Cool. Southport. Okay, so yes, this route is available on UKTS and has been for quite a while. It was brought to my attention by Mr. Horsfield, and it was him that did this lovely scenario for me. This scenario was originally done for my stream and contained some more adult humour. Chris has toned it down for me to be able to do a video, which was nice of him. I've struggled with a bit of motivation today. I've been watching, keeping a close eye on how the Train Sim World WSR has been, should I say, slated by Xbox One and PS4 users. I'm sad to say that I think they're going to end up as disillusioned as we are eventually, which is not very nice. But anyway, back to this route. Okay, I'll give you a quick look at the route map before we head off. So here we are. No, that's not us at all. Centre on the player. Wigan Walgate Street. Oh, it's quite bigger than I thought. And we go all the way up to Southport. I'll show you more of the route as we go, but I don't want to be late because Chris will moan. And if I remember rightly, there is something at Southport when we pull in. I can't remember. So yeah, this would be sort of a first look video of the route, but it's not because I have already seen it. And what I can tell you already is it does look lovely. I'm unsure how accurate it is, not being anywhere near this route in real life. But as a train sim route, I'm really enjoying it. I've had a couple of quick runs on it. I think there's one freight scenario I've had a quick 10 minutes of, and then I did this on the stream. Some of the people on the stream are very local to this line and said that they were really impressed with it, so I'm guessing it's pretty accurate. It's a lovely sort of junction. I mean, don't get me wrong, it is maybe, I'm not going to say lacking because that's not true for the sort of route it is. It hasn't quite got the finesse of some of the other more recent freeway routes, but this is a few years old. This isn't kind of new. So I'm not too fussed really. So this is done by a guy called Callum112233. And he's done a brilliant job of it. I mean, this dev thing I'm reading at the moment is... oh god, Tuesday the 15th of April 2014. So this route has been in development for quite a while, and then the end of this... Let's have a look through. It's just another one of those routes that puts a smile on my face. And having just driven TSW's WSR, just the different shades of colour are nice. This sort of dusky setting is lovely. It feels quite alive, it feels quite lived in. I think that's something that I think quite a lot of people look for in routes. And whilst the payware devs do get it, the freeware guys get it just as well sometimes as well. If not better in some cases. So this is, I'm guessing Gathurst. I'm guessing Gathurst. Just has a little charm about it that's quite sort of... It's not trying to be anything it isn't, is it? It's not going over the top with some things and all that. It's just right. It's just right. Credit where credit's due. I'm enjoying this run as much as I did the first time I drove it. Loving the canals and the motorway bridge above. Pretty cool, isn't it? It really is routes like these that I like to show you guys. Something that's been kicking about that I'm sure some of you will know about it. It was just new to me. But I know when I streamed it the other night, it was new to quite a lot of people on there as well. So obviously it hasn't had the sort of airing that it should have had. This is a nice little bit to come into, isn't it? Apley Bridge. Short platform, and I'm coming a bit fast. AP's trusty 3-step brake there. Especially at this time of night. This is a proper Chris scenario. You can tell it a mile off. Although I don't know if there's any yellows in it. There wasn't the last time, I don't think. Maybe at the end. Oh, I do know what's at the end of this. I do. Because, of course, Southport is Merseyrail country. There's a nice little hint for you. What I also like about this is I think it's a 35-minute journey, this. So it's not like you're going to start a scenario and not be able to finish it. It's one of those that you can just sort of quickly hop on train sim and have a quick go at something. And I think there's a lot of call at the moment for big long routes and merge routes and everything like that. But I found myself the other day on the stream asking for some 20-minute scenarios. Time fillers. Slowly, but still losing time, I think. It's a pretty little bit of station, this, look. Ye old butchers. It's a nice little bit. Very northern. Also, driving this today makes me it looks a bit like how it does in the evenings. I mean, what are we now? Probably coming up we're mid-September, 12th. Coming up to the middle of September. And that sort of autumnal feeling is definitely coming in. I'm really looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to getting the radiator on in here instead of the air conditioning. Because the radiator doesn't make a noise. The air conditioning makes a noise. For next summer, the air conditioning will have its own little shed outside. And I'll pipe the cold air in. Just the whole idea of being like cosy pubs. Like an old man, ain't I? I much prefer it. I much prefer it. What's that over there? I didn't notice that the last time. Oh. Sewage works? Sewage works. Burscough Bridge. Burscough Bridge? Burscough? No idea. Sometimes my dyslexia gets the best of me. I do remember asking on the stream, some of the gradients on this route seem quite industrial, quite jaggy. I'm assured that this line in itself is quite like that. Again, it's not the most detailed route in the world, but it works from cab view. It's at the Martin Mayer Wetland Centre. Trains don't do that, by the way. People who use the horn before leaving every station grinds my gears. Don't ask me why. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. I'm trying to cram this video in before I have to take the kids to swimming lessons. So next stop is Mel's Cop, platform 2 in 5 miles. So it's quite plain and quite desolate out this way. But again, people say that's quite reminiscent of the route, so... It still doesn't look too plain, just looks very much like fields. And living in East Anglia as I do, that's what every train journey looks like. Thought I was going to start making up some time, but that's not happening. Sorry, Chris. It's a 20 limit just at the end of this station as well. That's quite interesting. Don't really remember this end of the route. When I streamed it, that was. Should be alright. It's not far from here, actually, is it? 1.3 miles. I mean, a little bit of modernisation on this, sort of covering up some of the desolateness of some of the houses and stuff, just with a bit of fencing, a little bit of detailing in some of the sort of line side stuff. You'd be well away on this route. And don't get me wrong, it doesn't need it to be playable. It's very, very playable as is. It's quite nice just following it in here. Oh no, I'm straight in, that's nice. Oh, some of you might have already spotted it. Check out that bad boy. This is Kev Butler's Aces Trains work. It is magnificent, to say the least. The reskin. It should be ready for release soon. I think there's a few more bits that need doing, a couple of child objects, and a couple of other bits, and then it will be released. It does look wonderful already, but it's not perfect, as he will tell you. So it is looking very good. Let's go back to our trains. We pull in next to them now. We'll just do a quick fly around Southport, actually, just so you can see it. And that is going to be me for the video. So, thank you very much for joining me, guys. Please feel free to like, share and subscribe. If you want to, head on over to Twitch on a Sunday evening from 7 PM and a Wednesday evening from 7 PM for some more adult interaction and a bit more fun. I don't mean adult in a dirty way, I mean adult in a sweary way. Also, heading on to the Facebook group, quite a nice friendly atmosphere with plenty of tech support and what's coming up next, who's releasing what, why, where and when, and all that sort of jazz. So heading over there, some very knowledgeable people on there as well, along with a lot of the developers, which is quite nice. So that's us pulling in to Southport. I'm sure I've called it Stockport again a few times. I apologise for that. But once again, guys, thanks ever so much for joining me, and I'll catch you next time.